your money on the Houston Rockets to make it into the play-in.
Oh man, I mean,
They're a half
bro,
game back now of Golden State.
of your Warriors. Don't
Man.
claim them, bro. You claimed them. You claimed
Golden
them.
State, well, they had a tough fought game against the T-Wolves. Well, first of all, apparently Steve Kerr sat down Curry. Steve Kerr sat down Curry for 9 straight minutes between the third quarter, and fourth quarter, which is
True.
a crazy big rest. But his reasoning was, we shouldn't be riding Curry's back. But I mean, that's what you do with stars. I thought that's what you do. At least,
that's what I'm saying.
At some point, but 9 minutes is quite the extended period of time.
And also, Wallace, we're at the end of the season. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
you're fighting for a playing spot. Like, no, keep that foolishness out of my. Rest them at the beginning of the season. Like Curry's your best player. Again, I was actually thinking the other day, are do the Warriors even want to make the play-in? Are they trying to fall out on purpose? That's conspiracy. I'm not saying that's what they're doing, but I'm saying are they maybe going? Yo, there's no way we're winning the championship this year. There's none. Again, anything could happen because Miami Heat proved that last year. Lakers proved that last year as well. But maybe Golden State's looking at it oh man, I don't even know what we're gonna do. Clay's inconsistent. Kuminga, he's playing well, but he's not playing as the second Splash brother. Draymond Green, he's Draymond Green. You know what I'm trying to say?
Good point. There's no point to fight for a play-in. For what? To come back as the same team next year?
Yeah, right? Because I'm do you have? Because right now it'd be Lakers Warriors for the 9 and 10 game. Who do you have in that game? Right now,
Lakers.
Right now, today. That's what, me too. So, is it is there a point to even want to? Overexert your superstar because you might be able to win a chip off this guy. One more chip.
Yeah. Maybe. That may be Kerr's approach, right? Because he's honestly, he's gonna need more regardless. You know what I mean? So maybe you get Cooper flagged. I don't know what they're.
Okay.
Well, no, he's in. He's not in.
He's not this year.
School year. He's not in school yet. He committed to Duke for next year, so that'd be 2 years removed. But yeah, I think they kind of came to the realization that. There's not really much to get this year. There's no consolation prize this year for them. You know what I mean? If you made it to the first round, you probably get knocked out anyways, right? So, they need more. I think they need they need some soul searching, number one, because they have a lot of good players. Kuminga's definitely grown a lot this season. I don't know what you do with Chris Paul because he contributes, but at the same time, did you already get what you need out of him? Because he's helped Kuminga a lot, and they were always talking about that duo from the beginning of the season. You get in a nice, fresh, young point guard to work with him now, and save some dollars on the back of CP. You need more presence inside. Although you have is it Tracy Clark? Tracy Clark, their young center. He's good. He's very smart. Very good hands-on. So that was unexpected, right? So, but you kind of want to build on that. You need a little bit more, firepower right now, right? So I don't know where they go from there, but there is nothing for them in the first round or in the play-in. So maybe they are tanking. Maybe they are, or just not as overexerting themselves. There's no sense. There's no sense. That's probably what it is.
If you're Golden State right now, right? Is this it? Is Dynasty done? Is Clay, Draymond, and Curry the team that we know and maybe loved or hated, depending on who you are? Is this it? Do we move on this summer as the Golden State Warriors and maybe try to get Clay's contract's up this year, so do you re-sign Clay? You try to trade Draymond? Do you what do you do with CP3? Because we've seen them. This is it. They're even if they make the play-in tournament, they're 10th in the West. They don't make it because of Houston. They're 11th. So, what do you do in this case, bro?
They're in a good position and it's crazy that their GM up and dipped. He dipped at the right time. He knew it too.
He knew it, bro. He saw something.
He knew it. He said, "Ooh, this is gonna get real messy in the next 6 to 12 months." And look, we're here because even if you keep the same team, I don't know what you add to make it better. And if you break it up and you keep Curry, I don't know what you add to Curry's kind of a hard complement player. I think KD was good because he was the backpack. You could kind of be in the whims and just drop 30 on you. He'll give you 30 in the shade kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to compliment Curry. It kind of is. Although, like, you know, you can put them with a good player and they'll do well, but is it going to be championship well? You know what I mean? So it's that's a tough question. That's a very tough decision to make. Because it's not like, you know, you already paid Draymond, but he's going to give you what? 8 and 10, 8 and 8 and 6?
A single triple as Charles.
You know what I mean? Like, does that still work? I don't think it does. I don't think it really does anymore.
Or triple single.
It hasn't in a while. You don't, you know, you kind of like, I remember being like worried, but also glad that Draymond was on the court with like 4 minutes left in the game, 6 minutes left in the game with 5 fouls. And I'm like, oh, this just like, don't foul out because we need you. And like, because I know you're going to come through. And I haven't seen him come through or actually last to the end of the game kind of thing. So that it seems like a dead road. It really does seem like a dead road. But I don't know what you trade them for and bring in to play with Curry. I don't know.
Like fantasy, this is strictly fantasy. And I'm not even talking about cap. I'm just thinking, like,
yeah,
the Golden State Warriors, I don't know what assets they have, but if the Celtics do not win, they should try to get Jaylen Brown with Steph Curry.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would happen. I'm not saying it's possible. I'm not saying that there's rumors. I'm just saying because I'm trying to think who right now could you get, because you're not going to pair Trae Young with Steph Curry. Like, that's just not going to work. So I think the next best target could be Jaylen Brown if the Celtics don't win the chip.
Yeah.
Or you know, or I know Golden State would not do it, but like maybe if the Celtics don't win, trade Jaylen Brown for Steph Curry. Again, strictly fantasy. I'm not even saying it's possible. I'm just trying to say that Steph Curry, the way the team is constructed, they're not winning another championship. If he wants to win another championship, he may need to force his way out of Golden State. Say, listen, guys, you guys are not putting the necessary pieces around me. I need to win, or sorry, not need to, but I want to win again. Put me in a city or put me in a situation where I can win. I don't know if Steph Curry's that guy that's going to be like, I want to stay on this sinking ship until I retire. But again,
I think
summer. Oh, you think he's going to be that guy? Damn. Well, it's not good for the NBA if that's the case then, because if one of your best players in the league is on a lottery team, like, it's not good, bro. So
that's true. No, that's an interesting trade, because if you traded, like I was just about to say, I think the type of player that they need is like a Jaylen Brown type of, like, you know, 2-3 star player that can bring you 20, 25 points, 27, 30 points a game. And you can give up some pieces. Like, you can give up Clay, you can give up CP, you can give up, you know, some of your younger players. If you keep Kuminga and Draymond and you have Brown and Curry, that may be a lineup that works for the most part. And then, like, you know, you have your young guy Tracy in the center, and then you also have, you know, the center that they already have. I'm blanking on his name.
Oh, Looney. Come on, Looney.
Yeah, Looney. Yeah. So, like, you know, that's a good starting lineup, and then you fill in the bench somehow, some way. But that actually helped Boston as well, because, you know, you have a point guard through CP. You're not jamming up the 2-3 with Tatum and Brown. You have Clay, which is like, he doesn't need the ball as much. You just kind of get him off the curl and get some threes. Hopefully, you know, he becomes the Clay that we know him to be and actually knocks down more threes than they missed in Boston already. So that's kind of like a good trade-off. That kind of does work. That kind of does work.
Depends how it works, yeah. But asset-wise,
yeah, it all depends on the dollar amounts, because you're gonna have to pay Clay and CP like quite an amount for pretty much what you're paying Jaylen. They're not worth it, really.
They're not worth it. No.
So you'd have to include a pretty good young player in that, probably, and some picks. But even the money probably doesn't even work out. But I think Curry is a kind of like, I'm dying on the ship kind of player. Just for like